up? It's Guy Fieri. We're rolling out looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives. Sorry. I'd eat that off a flip-flop. Flavortown, baby. Let's get after it. This is gonna be so good. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, or welcome to the Pickle Jar. This is What's the Dill. I'm your host, Mackenzie Pickle. It's the season 2 finale, y'all. What? Season 2 finale? It's crazy that we're already at the season 2 finale. How many times can I say season 2 finale? We're already wrapping up our second season. That's insane. I guess time flies when you're having fun, though. I do want to preface, this episode is going to be a little bit different. We're not reviewing a movie. Instead, I want to share a bit about one of my all-time favorite people and the shows that he creates that I love so dearly. Today, we're taking a trip to Flavortown. If you didn't know, or if you live under a rock, Guy Fieri is arguably one of my favorite human beings on this planet. I think he's awesome. I love him. I have dressed up as him more times than I can count. Seriously, how many times you can think of that a person would dress up as him? Triple it, at least. Not just for Halloween either, people. Like, it's been a lot. Sometimes randomly just to show up at my friends' houses. If there was an event we had to be like super hyped for. One time I dressed up as him just to go out on the town, just because. And I remember there was one time in college where we were told that it was we were going to take an official club photo for one of the academic fraternities that I was in, and I showed up dressed as Guy Fieri. There's that. So I feel like him and I are kindred spirits. I just feel like we get each other, you know? I've watched a show of his since I was a kid. Like, he has multiple different shows, but I grew up watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. My mama and I love to watch Guy's Grocery Games, and that has been our show for several years now. We've also been known to sit down and turn on Guy's Ranch Kitchen just for some, like, chill vibes, you know, whatever. Just to name a few of the shows that we really enjoy. Again, he has tons of different things that he does, tons of projects. In college, most people, if not all people, associated me with Guy Fieri. If you mentioned Guy Fieri or Flavortown, my name was also brought up. I know this because I've had multiple people tell me about this, and a story that comes to mind is there were 2 girls that I knew, and I knew them separately. Like, I knew one from one club and one from another, and I didn't know that they knew each other, and they didn't know that they both knew me. So they apparently were like, they were getting coffee. And the reason I even found this out is because I actually went to the coffee shop like a few minutes after they had this conversation. And basically, somehow Flavortown or Guy Fieri got brought up. And one of them was like, oh my gosh, I have this friend. She's obsessed with Guy Fieri. And the other girl went, Mackenzie Pickle? Is that who it is? And they both were like, yes. And that's how they found out that I was a mutual friend of theirs. I was pretty much known as the Guy Fieri girl. I watch his shows for comfort. I have a few Triple G episodes specifically that I go to when I just need to have a pick-me-up or a good laugh. You know, just something to really brighten my day, makes me feel like I'm at home. Some of my favorites are the Superstar tournaments. I like both of them. I also love the April Fool's episodes, but specifically the one from 2018 with Carl. May he rest in peace. Carl was one of my mom and I's favorite chef friends of Guy. Like, I loved watching their friendship, and it was very heartbreaking when he passed. And I love how Guy continues to do a tribute to him. And I'm sorry. Anyways, it's just very sweet. I also love the heavyweight teams episode. Stop, it's so good. And the Last Judge Standing tournament. Don't even. That one is so good. It's so funny. I love watching Triple G, but I especially love to watch the episodes where Guy has these all-star chefs and his chef friends on there, because they just have so much fun and they can really like play around with each other and pick on each other, and it's like all love and it's just a lot of fun, and they're also amazing and iconic, and I just love to watch them have a good time and cook good food. Like, it's awesome. And shout out Justin Warner. You are one of my favorites to watch. Love you. Like, you're awesome. Clearly, I love Guy Fieri, and I'm pleased to inform you that a few days ago, my dream came true. I met Guy Fieri. What? I'm so sorry. I still can't believe it. I'm actually still processing it, to be completely honest. Holy crap, I met Guy Fieri. It's like real. Like, me saying it out loud right now is like real. That happened. Oh, story time. I drove 3.5 hours with one of my friends because I saw that Guy was going to be doing this like pop-up bottle signing for his tequila brand, Santo Spirits. I bought a bottle, and behold, I met the man, the myth, the mayor of Flavortown, legend himself, Guy Fieri. Moment of silence. Thankfully, I went into like overdrive and like I was freaking out internally, but I just sort of went into like overdrive and I was talkative and like, turned the charm on. I was like, I got to do this. Similar thing happened when I met Rhett and Link. Like I was pretty cool, calm and collected. And then as soon as I stepped out of the door when I met them, I started sobbing. Guy Fieri, same thing happened. We had a great conversation. I enjoyed my time with him. As soon as I left the room, I literally dropped to the floor. Like I hit my knees on the cement outside. Meeting him was incredible, but it was also like a blur. It feels like a dream, honestly. I still can't believe it. We talked. I told him I was a huge fan, and we took a photo together, talked some more. He signed his name on my bottle like he did for everybody. Just wrote like Guy, exclamation point. Fun fact, I know how to sign his name. Wait, I probably shouldn't have said that. I was trying to paint on the little like Guy, exclamation point, which is how he signs his name for stuff like that. Because I was making a tie for this date party that I had for my sorority. I dressed up as Guy Fieri. My date, we painted his tie. Guy's #1 fan, but we did the Guy like he signs his name. So I do know how to do that. But I swear it's just for that. Anyways, I'm going to move on. But so he signed his name, and then I told him, I traveled 3.5 hours to come up here, and he did that face, like and he was like, come on. And then he like took the bottle back from me, wrote 3.5 hours, exclamation point, hello, and then gave me the bottle back, and he's like, watch out, don't let it smudge, whatever. And I'm like, thanks, Guy, whatever. And then we're talking a little bit more, all of us in the room, whatever. And then, he's like, what's your name? And I was like, Pickle. Everybody calls me Pickle. That's my last name. And he goes, and does the face again. He's like, no. And I was like, yes, I know. And he takes the bottle back from me and he writes Miss Pickle on top. And then he goes, there you go. Official resident of Flavortown. Hello, I almost passed out. What do you mean? What do you mean the mayor himself just said I have citizenship in Flavortown? And he also indirectly complimented me when he was talking to my friend. He was basically saying, he was like, you're lucky to have been in the car with her for 3.5 hours or something like that. And I was like, Guy, you're so nice. Like, I don't know. I feel like meeting Guy just confirmed that him and I are in fact twin flames and that we vibe. Now that I've shared with you what is arguably one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, I want to talk about Tournament of Champions. So TOC is an intense cooking competition that Guy Fieri created and hosts on Food Network. This is the 6th season of the show. It's an annual thing, so it happens only once a year. And it's currently airing every Sunday night. Like right now, it's currently airing. You can also stream the show like I do on Discovery Plus. So I can't watch it on Sunday nights, so I typically just watch it the next day on Discovery Plus. If you like cooking shows, you'll love this show, first of all. Even if you're not like a huge Food Network fan, whatever, if you like competition and you especially like intense competition, you have to check this out. It's bracket style with blind judging, and the craziest obstacle is the randomizer. Y'all, I can't even put into words how crazy and just like heinous this machine is. It's like an obstacle that they have to incorporate into their dishes that they're making in like 30 minutes. Like it's insane, truly, and you have to watch the show to see just how diabolical it is. Honestly, TOC is truly an incredible feat to watch. It's also fitting because it's around March Madness, obviously, and the show is absolutely maddening, and it gives off the March Madness vibes. Like I said, it's bracket style, so you have chefs going up head to head, and they're seated. So there's lots of crazy battles, and there's a few upsets, and it's like crazy because anyone can beat anybody on any day, and it is so intense and competitive and just fun to watch. I highly recommend it. The first round just wrapped up this past week, so it was the 4th episode. They had 32 chefs. 4th episode rounded up, and now we're left with the Sweet 16, and y'all, it is so awesome. I am so excited to see where the second round takes us into the Great 8. It's truly everything that I like in a competition, and I love watching it. So I wanted to share that with y'all as my review for the week, kind of. Just wanted to share a little bit about my love for Guy Fieri because I haven't really talked about this on the podcast and it is such a huge thing for me. Tournament of Champions is what I'm watching right now. TOC, and let's face it, pretty much anything Guy Fieri creates gets a 5 out of 5 for me. I've never ranked something that isn't fiction on the podcast. I don't believe I have. So I know this is a first, but it is certified delicious, y'all. You have to check it out. I know this episode was different, but I just had to share this wonderful experience with y'all because it is such an important part of my life. I have always loved Guy Fieri and all of his stuff. And I just wanted to share it with y'all and do a little review of a cooking show that I love so much. Again, I'm not going to spoil what's happening this season right now because it is currently happening and I think you should go watch it. It's very intense and awesome and cool. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to recommend and talk a little about the show that I am currently watching that is keeping me on my toes, which is Tournament of Champions. Also, disclaimer, his name is pronounced Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri. Like, that is how he says it. But, like, nobody pronounces it correctly, so they just say Guy Fieri. Like, I'm just letting you guys know before anyone comments and is like, what is it? No, it's not Guy Fieri. I'm Guy Fieri and we're rolling out. That's how he says it. Like, put some respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I get it. Sometimes when I'm talking to people, I say Guy Fieri because that's how you know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people understand who he is. But it is Guy Fieri, technically. Pickle's pick of the week and the last one of season 2 is a food item because Flavortown, duh. It is the Talenti gelato. Y'all, I tried this a week or two ago. Holy cow. I specifically really love the chocolate chip cookie dough one. Y'all, it is heaven. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for another wonderful season of What's the Dill. I really, really appreciate all the love and support. I'm so happy that our little family is growing. And I just can't wait to see where the next season takes us. I love going on this journey with y'all, and I hope you do too. And, let me know what you'd like to see next season. Any changes, anything new you want me to review, anything old you want me to review. Let me know, and I'll do my best to review it. Speaking of next season, this break will be a little bit longer than the one between season 1 and season 2, but don't fret. Season 3 will premiere on Tuesday, April 22nd. I'll only be gone for a few weeks. I've just got a lot going on, but I'm excited for everything I've got going on. So my birthday is coming up on April 6th, and I'll be in London, baby! Ow! I'm so excited. And while I'm in London, I'm going to see a play, Much Ado About Nothing. That's right, starring Tom Hiddleston and Hayley Atwell. You heard me. Your girl's going to see Tom Hiddleston and Hayley Atwell in London, baby. Y'all, I'm shaking in my boots. I am absolutely so excited, and I cannot wait to tell you all about it. And of course, I'll miss you during the break, and I'll miss talking to you, but do not fear. You can still see any of my content on social media. The podcast, TikTok, and Instagram are both whatsthedill.macpickle. So there's no spaces between any of that. Nothing except for the dot between What's the Dill and MacPickle. Or my personal TikTok account is MackenzieP20. All together, all lowercase. And my personal Instagram is mac.pickle, mac.pickle. If you want to keep up with me, because I hope you miss me too. Thank you again so much for absolutely everything. Truly, it does mean the world to me. And we would not be ending season 2 and talking about a season 3 without you. And I'm just very, very grateful that I get to do this and I get to talk about movies and TV shows and Guy Fieri and things that I love. I'm looking forward to next season to talking about new movies, old movies. Things that you would like me to review, let me know in the comments. Y'all are amazing, and I love you so much, but Jesus loves you even more, and I hope you always remember that, and I hope you always feel loved and special and important, because you are. Please make sure that you like, comment, review, share the podcast with your family, friends, and anyone else that you think should know about What's the Dill. And that's all I've got for you. See you next season. It's time to close the jar, baby. Bye. Mwah.